Hey guys, this is my top 8 Prophecy Spellbook profile for the Utah Regional. I played Triple High Priestess, Triple Spellbook Magician of Prophecy, just too good. I played 3 Justice instead of the 2 because it's just so good to power over Ophions. It helped me so many times. I played 3 Evil Swarms and Justice just helped me get over everything I could. It's just too good. I get its effect off. Kill Ophion is perfect. 1 Kaiko the Ghost Destroyer. Just amazing card. Freaking dragons have no answer to that. You get them in the Jowgen Kaiko lock. They can't do anything. They just sit there. 1 Jowgen the Spiritualist. I love this card. Like, I've been talking about this card since probably December. It's just so good. Freaking dragons can't do anything. Mermail can't do anything. No one can do anything with this card on the field. The 2 Veilers, just for all the effects and everything. Triple Spellbook of Secrets. Triple Spellbook of Judgment. A lot of people are running 2, but I like the 3 because you have to draw into it as fast as you can in this format. If you don't draw into it and you can't do anything, you're screwed. You have to get into it. This is the game changer. This is what makes you win. 2 Towers. A lot of people are running 1. Again, I like 2 because my opponents just MST Tower, so I couldn't get the pluses off. So running 2 really helped. 2 Spellbook of the Master. Just pretty basic, copy anything. 2 Spellbook of Power. Just great card. Freaking gives you 1,000 boost. Ophion. The Justice Ophion or Kaiko Ophion. It's great. Spellbook of Fate. I honestly love this card. Freaking. It replaces any trap you need to run in this deck, honestly. It's too good. Banish your monsters, banish the Ophions. It doesn't target, so you can get over the Drago Sacks, the Ophions, anything you want. Triple Spellbook of Wisdom. Just land to the deck. Pretty self-explanatory. 2 Life. I don't run Reborn in my deck. Life is the replacement for that. Gives you more spellbooks. Really good. 1 Spellbook Eternity, just to recycle those cards I send away with Fate. And I can just recycle this with Master. 1 Day of Peace. This card is such a troll card. You can attack and then play it. It pissed so many of my opponents off. It was just great. Helped me get to 7-1 in the regional and end up in 3rd in the whole thing. 1 Upstart as opposed to the 3 that most people are running. I just hate giving my opponent 1,000 life points. Like, the draw is cool, but I hate it. Usually I would side this card out. Really, just to get more counters on Judgment. Book of Moon gets over a lot of shit. Stops Ixies. Stops anything you want. Thunder King, Book of Moon it. Can't do anything. I ran Heavy Storm over Dark Hole and Monster Reborn. Just way too good. Evil Storms. Freaking Heavy Storm sacked me so many games so I could win. Just really good. I usually would side it out against E-Dragons. I played 3 of those, did pretty well. And then finally, my own little ad, Threatening Roar. A lot of people aren't running Threatening Roar, but it's too good. Threatening Roar won me almost every game I won. Every time I Threatening Roar, my opponent was just like, what the heck? It opened up freaking for Shining Elf, Daigusto Phoenix, you name it. It's bought me turns to get Judgment off. I could just Justice. Threatening, don't have to worry about anything. And that's the main deck. Next, we'll move on to the extra deck. It's running Catastor. I didn't really go into Catastor that much. I didn't really have a need for him, but he's good to have. Black Rose, same thing. Also really good to have. Didn't need to go into him. Arcanite, I went into him once just to get over Ophions. It was just sacky. Because I Breakthrough Skilled Arcanite. Get rid of him. Shining Elf. This card, last minute addition to my deck. With the Threatening Roars, freaking overlay 2 Spellbook, Magician of Prophecies, Shining Elf, power into, attack straight into Ophion. Done. Leviathan, self-explanatory. Zenmane's also self-explanatory. Tempo, explanatory. And then Hierophant of Prophecy. A lot of Prophecy players aren't running this card. I run it just because it's 2800 beat stick. Freaking, I love pounding into it, overlaying into it. It's great. Daigusto Phoenix, self-explanatory, attack twice. Ran 2 Big Eyes just because my deck was so consistent with getting the priestesses out. Crimson Blader, self-explanatory. Stops the dragons is pretty dope. Stardust, it was just last minute add. I really had room for whatever I wanted. Stuck in a Stardust. Scrap Dragon, I love it. Get Scrap Dragon, pop life, pop a card on the field. And then finally, Gachi. Too good, honestly. Too good. And then, to my side, I sided 2 Fissure, just for water. Mind Crush for mirror match, dragons, you name it. Anything that added to hand, I'd Mind Crush. Breakthrough Skills. I ran them just especially for Evil Swarms. Breakthrough Skill Ophion, the game's over basically. I can go off. Decrees, I didn't really side into these. I didn't really see any reason to. It's just good to have for any situation. Double Retort, just because of Mirror Match, I was expecting to see a lot more Prophecy players. I didn't really have to side into this at all. It was just good to have. Double Maxi, just for dragons and freaking decks that special summon up the butt. And on top of that, I sided 1 Chaos Hunter. Freaking stop the banishing for the dragons. Like, it stopped them in their tracks. They'd be like, what the heck do I do? And then Droll and Lockbirds also for the mirror match. Or dragons, you name it. Anything that added to hand, I'd put Droll and Lock in. It won me games, but honestly, I didn't really need it. Breakthrough Skill was the highlight of my side deck. And yeah, that's my top 8 Utah regional profile.